Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lindsay and today I'm going to go over how to do a winged eye look on hooded eyes. I'm going to show you 3 different ways that I usually do a winged eye look. One on each eye, and then at the end I will show you another way with my full makeup done. But all you'll need to start is a gel eyeliner, whatever color you want. I'm using black. And all else you need is a cleaning tool. I use either this or you can use a Q-tip. But let's get started. So I would always recommend doing this before your base makeup. Because if you're doing any kind of cleaning and you go to remove any eyeliner, and if you already have your base on, it will also remove your base. Now, not every time, but just to be precautious, I always do my eyeliner first. So I am going to bring you in a little bit. There we go. So the first one I'm going to do is start underneath the eye. So you'll need that and also a nice winged brush. There it is. I use this one too. This is a great little winged eyeliner. You want something very slim, very tiny. I find this works the best. So to go underneath, I'm going to try to pull off the top to this. There we go. So I always make sure this is pretty sharpened. So underneath, I'm going to take here. And always make sure you relax your eye. Before you really start doing anything, I'm going to apply the product. Then I'm going to look straight at my mirror with my face relaxed, not lifting my eyebrows, not doing any different facial expressions, looking straight at my mirror, and then I'll start doing the work. Because if you lift your eyebrows, you'll notice that my hood lifts up a bit, and then when I relax, my hood's back. So we always want to do this with a relaxed face looking straight forward. So first I'm just going to apply the product right here at my lash line. And I'm going to apply it pretty heavy. It looks strange, I know. We're going to take that tool and we're going to start there. And I'm not moving my eyebrows up, not doing anything, and I am going to pull that liner out. And just keep pulling. Until you get your line. I know it looks crazy, but this is how we get the effect. So then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to drag it just lightly on that same line that I just made. And then I'm going to go back. I'm going to drag it more. Now you can drag it as far out as you want it. And then I'll drag it back in a little bit. Far out as you want it. And then that's it. Then you can take either another liner, a liquid liner, and go over your line just to crisp it up a little bit. Or if you like the softer, smokier look, you can then cleaning up with some micellar water. You can use that same brush, but I usually don't like to use the same brush. So I'm going to do a drop of the micellar water on my little palette. Take my brush. I'm going to dip it right into that micellar water. And I'm going to clean that up. And now I have like a perfect line. And if you want to take down some of that black underneath, you can. But it's a perfect line for you to follow. It kind of just maps everything out for you. So I would usually put the cap on this, then grab a liquid eyeliner. I'm gonna actually just use a brow pen because I'm going to be removing this anyway in a bit. And then I'm going to follow that line. Very sharp, very clean. And then once your eyes relax, you're going to bring that line in. So I'm going to look straight into my mirror, my eyes relax, have my fold where my fold naturally falls, and then I'm going to bring that in over the fold. Now, when I'm talking, it's fine. You look at it. But if I raise my eyebrows, I will have a little notch, which is fine. They call it the bat wing. So, but when you're looking at me and we're having a conversation or you're doing anything, just walking, your eyeliner is perfect. Now you can go in and connect it if you want to, but be careful because sometimes if you connect it, you will then, whenever your eyes are relaxed, you will create that bubble, that kind of like wave or mess up the line. With my eyes and my hood, when I go underneath, it's more of a straight out wing, because I want to get around that hood right here. But that's it right there. We're going underneath the eye. Now I'm going to kind of show you how I go on top of the eye. Now this I usually do with my eye makeup already done and then doing this and then adding my wing and everything on top. But since just showing you how it would look and how to do it, I didn't put any any eyeshadow on yet. So the next way I'm going to do my wing is going from the top. So what I'm going to do is always relax your eye. I'm going to start wherever I kind of want my eyeliner to start. I'm going to kind of start it right on the outside right here. I'm going to draw my line slightly down and then out. So I'm going to draw my line for my eyeliner. I can close my eyes for this one, for this part. I'm going to draw that eyeliner down. Then I'm going to kind of look to see how much far down do I need to go and how far out from my actual eyelid I need to go. So I'm going to draw it down. Alright, so if I'm looking at my eye, this is my hood right here, the very end of my hood. So I'm at the very end of my hood right here. So now what I'm going to do is then flick it up. Now you could go, really far up to the side because I've already passed that fold of my lid. But still look straight forward at your eye in the mirror to make sure you're not raising your eyebrows or doing any type of, look or anything that could misform your eye how it usually is at a resting look. All right, so we're gonna then, I want to try to make a good upward wing this time. So I'm gonna kind of angle my eyeliner and I'm gonna go up like that. And then I'm gonna angle it in. That's as far out as I want to go. And then I'm going to angle it in. Keep your eyes relaxed. And I'm pressing so lightly. I don't want to press hard at all. I want to keep my skin very soft, not moving my hood or anything. So when I'm looking at someone, this is what they see. Now if I move my eye, yes, it's disconnected. But we'll fix that in a second. This is just mapping everything out. So we'll do that. Then you could take your micellar water again on your brush, or even any kind of angle brush. Something that's very sharp and flat always helps. So I'm just going to clean up my edge. Always pat that down. And you can clean this up too if you want. So it's a lot cleaner. Now I'm just going to use my brow pen just so I don't have as much hard time trying to take this off to do the next one. So I would pat where you put that micellar water just to make sure you don't have any excess of that micellar water. So I'm going to go over my wing that I already did, and you can also use eyeshadow. You can also use a black, brown, or whatever color you want your wing to be in that eyeshadow, and go over your cream liner. So I'm just going to go over that, what I already laid down, and then I'm going to lift my eye just a bit and kind of look down just a bit, nothing crazy. And I'm going to connect starting at the bottom and then start slowly connect. Bring my eye back to a rest, check it out, okay. Then I'm going to connect this liner to my eye more. But slow and steady. If you do too much at once and then you relax your eye and then your wing is wonky, then you kind of have to go back and redo it. But everything's still looking good. I can go up a little bit more. And I think that's where I'm going to stop for that eyeliner. What color was this? This was the taupe. I'll use a darker one for you just a bit. But I have a more lifted wing on this side than I do on this side. This side goes more straight out. It's more of the puppy dog wing, I think they call it. And this one goes a little more up. This is more the cat eye. Now, I could have went even higher up if I wanted to. And then you can also change that with your micellar water, actually. Get it on your brush. If you're like, I want a little higher, you can do that. Relax your eye, angle that brush how you want it, and then pull it up. So I made it even more of a flick. And then you can go in and clean it up with your pen or your eyeliner or your eyeshadow. These two are the best for me. I don't use this one as much due to the fact that, especially in the morning, my eyes are a little more hooded. In the afternoon, evening, I find that my hoods, lift up a little bit, so I don't have as much as a hooded eye. So this way is my favorite way to do it if I'm using a pen or an eyeliner. So I'm going to clean this all up. And then I will be right back and show you the next one. All right, so I'm back. So I applied my primers and I started my eyeshadow. So I did this eye over here. I'm just doing a really easy, natural eye. But I'm going to do what I did over here to this side. Now I already did my crease color. I'm using the Viseart matte palette. So one of my go-tos I use almost every day. So I applied these two shades on the lid, a little more concentrated. This is on also my brow bone. Then I use this on the inner part of my eye just to give a little bit of shadow. And then this color right here from my middle of my eye out, smoke that out. Now I'm going to use the dark brown and the black for my outer corner. So what I'm going to do is just going to take my like a denser fluffy brush, and I'm going to dip that into my brown, and I am going to stamp that on my eye. So I'm just going to press it right in, and I'm going to bring that out. Not worry about it being messy and not perfect out here. As long as it's blended here, you're good. I gotta go out and run errands today, so I gotta actually make this look good and not go too quick. I gotta get tires on my husband's car today. He took my car, so I'm off. So he took my car and I'm gonna bring his car in and get tires. All right, now I'm just gonna kind of buff it with the brush I use for my eyeshadow, my crease color. Then I'm gonna take this little teeny tiny brush and I'm gonna dip that into my black. And I'm gonna press that right along my lash line. And then out a bit. Make sure I pulled it out over here enough, yeah. Pull that out a bit. I'm gonna take a little bit of what I used earlier on my lid and just kind of tap that on my edges, just so I can still have a nice transition, soft transition. All right, so next we're gonna kind of do what we did with the other. This is my biggest tip. My biggest tip is to do your eyes first. So when you clean up, it'll be perfect line and you're not worried about messing up your base. So if you have a little bit of primer on, it's fine. And then use a very straight, tight brush. This is the KJH brush in 9. And then you can also use an angle brush. This is the KJH Spectrum in 23. But you can use any eyeliner, just the tighter, the smaller is better. Or you can just use a Q-tip. I even see people use their nails. I don't have nails because what I do for work, it would just be crazy. But you can also use your nails with it. But take my micellar water again. Let me shake it back up. My palette. I'm going to put just like a drop on there. And this time I'll use a Q-tip because everyone has a Q-tip usually. And I'm going to get some of that micellar water on my Q-tip. And I'm also going to kind of, if you spin your Q-tip, you'll kind of get a little bit of a point more than what you usually get. And then I'm going to use that Q-tip and I'm going to pull it to how I want my liner. You remember, I have not done my base, so I'm not worried. I'm just kind of removing some of this. And then I'm pulling it on this side too. I like to keep my eyes relaxed. I check the mirror. Look, this side needs a little more cleaning up. And actually, I need to grab a little bit of shadow for this eye, because I guess I didn't buff it out as much as I did the other eye. And a little bit of black. Just what's left on the brush. I didn't re-dip. And then clean it up. There we go. So my wings, everything looks really good. Buff this in, which I just fixed. And this is going to clean up nicely with my concealer and my foundation and everything. But yeah, that's how I get my wings. And then you can also then take, if you want a liquid, a sharp line, your liquid liner, then you can go on top. I don't do liquid liners too much anymore. I do like a softer eyeshadow look. This is my favorite one, but just doing a nice soft eye is more my speed. I used to always have the black sharp eyeliner. Of course, I was a lot younger. I'm 38 now, and that was like in my 20s, like my mid 20s. So my eyes were a little different, but yeah, that is how I usually do my winged eye looks. Give me 1 second. I'll finish up my makeup and I'll come wrap up the video. All right, so makeup is done for today. I think everything came out beautifully. I love the eyeshadow look. I love using the last method that I use with the darkening the outer corner of your eye and then cleaning it up. I think it looks best on me. So my main takeaway is whenever you're doing your eyeliner, keep your face relaxed. Look straight forward, no lifting the eyebrows, nothing doing anything different with your face, because that's what people are majorly going to see. Work slowly and do your eyeliner and your eyes first before you do your base, so you can clean up and make sure they're symmetrical, or that they're not crooked, or that or not bending in or bowing out. What else? And just whenever you're done, and then you can clean everything up with your makeup, your concealer, your foundation, whatever you want to do. I find it is the easiest way for the top eyeliner and then dragging it down, putting out. That is a great eyeliner if you have a not such a hooded eye. Now, if you have an extreme hooded eye where your hood comes all the way down pretty much to your lash line, then the one going from the bottom of your lash line out is my preferred method for that. Or doing no matter what, the third one I did, the one that I did on my finished up with, that is my go-to no matter what. So if you have a really hooded eye and you can't really do it like this, then you're going to use the same concept of the packing on the shadow and everything and then cleaning up, but make sure you're pulling it down to your lash line more. So I kept mine up a little higher, but if you bring that more down to your lash line and hooking it to your bottom lash, I did this after the fact of my bottom lash line, but if you bring your shadow further down and then cleaning up from the bottom out, that would be a beautiful look. But if you have any questions, if there's anything else you would like me to kind of go over, teach, or even if you want me to go in more depth on one way of doing the wing liner and then doing a whole face with it, please let me know, leave a comment. I hope you have a great day, and if please follow me also on Instagram, Lindsay and Makeup. I do a lot more reels, a lot more demonstration and just looks on there also. But hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for stopping in. Bye.